Okay, hello. Impact 23 in Poznań, my company Polska Studio, and our special guest, Priit Salumaa, serial entrepreneur and the founder of Better Medicine AI. Priit, welcome to our studio. Almost 13 million hours wasted by radiologists on cancer detection, yeah? As the gap is widening, and you have a solution.
Yes, first, thank you for being such a great city, Poznań, and being in Poland. This is a great honor to be here. So our company focuses on cancer diagnostics, and we see that in the world, radiologists diagnosing cancer, and there is a lot of cancer patients, obviously. They spend a lot of time on manual and repetitive tasks that take a lot of time, and we all know that we don't have enough doctors, so we try to remedy this kind of repetitive work by technology, so they could be much faster.
Mistakes, yeah, made by people.
Yes. This is also that there are also mistakes made by people. So having this kind of like a companion or a co-pilot or like second pair of eyes next to the doctor will make them faster, but also have more confidence in diagnosis and reduce burnout, because diagnosing cancer composes a lot with this kind of like repetitive tasks, which also carry a high risk. And yeah, we want to tackle this, and we do it with using deep learning and artificial intelligence to build this kind of companion.
Okay, so how is where you are with your startup? You know, you develop technology, you have your clients, yes, and what's your track record?
We are still pretty early stage, although for a startup company to be operating already 2.5 years like we have, sounds quite a lot, but let's say medicine as a field or industry is quite slow. So right now we have built 4 AI models already, and 2 of them are in clinical validation studies with our local hospitals in Estonia. So we are in clinical validation right now, so we're working together with doctors, validating that everything is safe, that we can be used in diagnosis.
So when you expect the validation will come?
We see that we will have the first data points already quite soon in the summer and then the autumn. We actually have already the first data points there. Within next 12 months we will be on the market.
Okay, great. And next steps, you're looking for investors. Why are you here in Poland?
We are definitely fundraising always, because right now the fundraising and then, let's say, investment climate is quite harsh when compared to a couple of years ago. This was let's say, couple of years ago,
everyone's
was like
dropping
a walk
money
in the park. Exactly. It was a walk in the park. Right now, I was saying I'm constantly fundraising, obviously. So we are fundraising right now as well. We are actually quite safe. We have enough runway to do everything we want to do immediately, but I'm constantly fundraising, yeah.
Okay. So tell me more about you, personal story. Your startup is a Estonian-Ukrainian startup, so it's a great story.
Yeah, this is funny or interesting. Let's say how we started. It happened that I knew a Ukrainian who lives in Estonia, really an amazing and a genius scientist, and somehow we started talking together with a radiologist who also is in Estonia, who happens to be the president of Estonian Radiology Society, and then we started looking for ways how to make radiologists' life easier, and. This is how it started somehow, and because we did it in the early days of COVID, we needed to start the company remotely. So even in the same city, you couldn't actually work together in the same room in lockdown. So somehow we started an Estonian-Ukrainian startup. So half of the founders are Estonian, half of the founders were at that point Ukrainian.
And where you look at it right now?
I'm currently personally, because we're a remote team located in Tartu, Estonia, but our team is located in between 3 countries, Estonia, Ukraine, and the UK.
Okay. So tell me, how it happened, because I always wonder how it happened that Estonia is a Central European startup nation.
This is interesting. I think there are a couple of reasons. First of all, we all, after the Soviet Union, we needed to start somewhere, and we had no infrastructure. So we, in a way, used to our advantage the situation of nothingness there. So we put in place all the digital systems in the country from scratch, and we used obviously the best technology available. Then second thing is that we are such a small nation. So Poznań is a little bit more than 1 million. Estonia is like a little bit bigger than Poznań. And so if you think about a digital society, which is super small, everybody knows everyone.
So you don't have an internal market, you have to scale up.
Yeah. And exactly. And this is the third reason, actually. To make a startup in Estonia, which would... Then Estonia is a country, it's not a market, as one of the guys in Estonia says always, that to do business, you need to go outside. So this is the story of Bolt, this is the story of
the same
Sky,
story as Ukraine, you know, just you have to get out of the Ukraine and scale into the Europe or United States, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Although Ukraine is much bigger country, and it will be an amazing market in the future after they win the war, obviously. Or is already an amazing market, so, and a lot of potential and talent there. But yeah, so I think this is the good thing, that Estonia is like a digital test bed. You can develop technologies really quickly, test them out there, and you can even impact legislation because the country is small, and you can actually go and talk to the politicians saying, look guys, we can't do this because the laws are not great. And this is the reason why all these, if you put these things together, digitalization, smallness, like you need to push outwards, you can have really good test bed and really this kind of like a development bed for startups. And we have a really good track record. We had, I think 10 unicorns, which is like, well, close to be 3 times a largest number than per capita than anybody else. And this is really good. Yeah, and I think we have a right attitude as well. But in a way, go and get and do things type of attitude. We have always worked hard, and we want to make, in a way, life better.
So how you see to the end? How do you see the future of the VC industry and the startups? You know, we have a pretty big inflation right here in Poland. You know, the funds are going down. So how do you see the future? Is a permanent crisis or something? You know, just going back to normal? You know, because the year ago funds were, you know, just putting money. Go test.
I was just 2 weeks ago in Latvia, Riga, speaking actually about fundraising in economic downturn. I think this will be not permanent. This will be temporary.
So this is not going to be new normal.
This is not going to be new normal. And I saw that back in 2009. I was working in a startup, one of the first hires there, back in 2008-9, and the startup had an amazing team. The founders were all well known. And they were not able to fundraise by the end of 2009 because they didn't have enough revenue traction, and this was a very hard time. All the VC money was closed down, and then the company in a way crashed and burned. I smell the same smell right now,
like
exactly.
in 2009.
Yeah, but after 2009, 10, 11, we saw how things started to pick up. This will get better again. I'm really sure of it. But right now, it's super hard.
It's super hard.
Yeah.
Okay, Priit, thank you very much for conversation. Thank you very much for a visit in our studio. Priit Salumaa, Better Medicine AI. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thanks.